So, everyone, this is a stream I have been wanting to do for so long. Welcome to the Onrl review. Hold on, let me just get this thing working. I need to be able to see the chat. There we go. So, welcome to the Onrl review. This is reviewing some of the oldest clips. So, let's start off. By the way, there's no sound on any of these clips. I was stupid enough to record with no sound. At this point, by the way, I had only done like 1 or 2 races. I'd done Richmond, where I got wrecked. I think it was Hot Wheels that wrecked me. He shoved me into the barriers. Now, obviously, these are from very, 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 very old races. The Big Bear one, yes, this is my alt account. So, if my main ever gets banned, just know that that account will remain. Well, this account's basically my account for anything I don't want to go on the main channel. In case you're wondering what that means, this is an account I operate fully from my phone. So maybe if like one day like I'll do like a face reveal or something. Maybe it'll consist of like like in real life content. That's what the focus is. It may also, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. Let's review this. I don't know. There we go. So this is one of the clips. So in case you don't know, for those that don't know, the 22 is Rota. The 0 is Max. He's a guy who's no longer in the league. I think that this is Dare in the 44. There is Shadow. I don't know who these two are. I think from my memory that this is Simba. Simba is also someone who's no longer in the league. He was banned. I won't go into what happened though. And I think this is TV, who recently rejoined. So this is what happened. This is what the finish of every race was like. And then you can see Dare and Shadow just fighting it to the line, because Dare and Shadow at this point, they hated each other. Like, they genuinely hate each other. Shadow trying to turn Dare, he forces him down. Dare blocks, like, cuts across them both. But he's got the win. That's kind of what happened. Let's review this. But it's pretty clear what happened. Dare's trying to cut down to block. And just hooks himself. Was it a legal move? It was deemed a legal move. Okay, let me have a look at the next one. Hold on a second. This consists of several different things. There's this. This is another one. This is when Simba got completely wiped out. For those that don't know, the 26, I think, is Owly. Which is your Lemon, in case you're watching this. This is your team. They just drove them in. Yeah. It was deemed a legal move. I thought, to be honest, I don't know. Who's the 41? Oh, that's Devil. That's Devil. He doesn't race anymore. I don't know what happened to Devil. Yeah, that's Devil. I don't know what happened to him. But yeah. The 26, by the way, I thought I'd just let you know. I don't know who's who, actually. No, Devil's in the 99. Oh, there's a fire scheme. Oh, I know. I think Owly is actually... Which one is he? I actually have no idea which one he is. This is from so long ago. Everyone's changed since then. Shadow is driving the 8 car. Because I was driving the... Which one was I driving at this point? can't remember what car I was driving at this point. Yeah, Dare. You got Daredevil and you got Devil. Devil doesn't race anymore. I don't know what happened to him. He's kind of just like disappeared. I think he's running his own league now. And well, yeah, this is just racing. The 41, which is TV, I think. I don't know who's who exactly, but he completely wiped Simba out. But it's not his fault. He kind of just, you know, he's kind of between a rock and a hard place. The other person who's watching reveal who you are. That's myself, by the way. That's me on my own account. So I think you're the only person actually watching, and then you've got me who's using myself to watch so that I can see the chat, so I can actually see what you're saying. But yeah, Simba just got completely wiped out. And as you can tell, I'm screen recording all of these. I screen record all of these. Oh yeah, this is a reference, by the way. This title is a reference to me, being stupid, I think, is it? Or me accidentally switching off my thing. I don't know what exactly happened here. All I know is it was a big accident. And to be fair, I think it's just too laggy. And then there is the 41 of TV just being stupid. This is what happened at every ONRL race. It was just an absolute chaos fest. Every single time. I was streaming this. I wasn't actually. He goes into the 22, who goes into the 9. The 22 is Rota. The 9 is Anthony. And then Anthony cuts back up because he's managed to save his car. And then he just completely wipes Rota and Max out. Well, no, he misses Max. But goodness me. And then if we look back as well here, Shadow goes into or TV goes into. They kind of just seem to merge towards each other. And the absolute chaos that ensues. I recorded all of these right after the race. Now, Dare's in the 44. I want to watch Dare. He claims he was forced off. Yeah, he was forced off. There's no question about that. He was forced off there. There's no question about this. Like, he moves to the inside, and TV turns straight into him. Back then, TV was an awful driver. Like, absolutely terrible. This is where a caution got called. I don't quite know what happens here, to be honest with you. I think one of the two is lagging. I think that, what's his name? Devils just had a massive lag spike and hit TV. And just turned him. He called a caution. In hindsight, OS probably shouldn't have called that caution. Because TV the bad boy. Yeah, he wasn't a very good driver. And he was not like he was dirty or anything. He was just a bit awful. Oh god, this is horrific. This is midway through I switched to my actual recording software. This is Chase got a penalty. Which one's Chase? Oh, it's Chase in the 9. Never mind. I thought Anthony was in the 9. Back then, we would just penalise people for absolutely everything. The stewarding's changed a lot because, frankly, it's a lot better. Hello to Ray Walks. In case you don't know, this is basically where I'm reviewing some of my old row racing clips. This is my second channel, by the way, the Big Bear one. It's inactive right now but it may feature some in real life content in the future. Yeah, but this is my alt. This is basically whatever. Plus, it also has some albums that I quite like here as well, which are Slipknot self-titled, This Could Be Heartbreak, Amity Affliction, Graveyard Shift by Motionless in White, To Plant a Seed by We Came as Romans, and Erase Me by Onrl. Brilliant albums, all of them. Which one did I drive? I think this is the first one where I'm actually driving. The 88, that's the car I drove. I drove the 88. Actually, if you do want to see my albums, the albums that I actually really enjoy, they're in my playlist section. Like in my saved playlist. All of that stuff are albums that I love. Yeah, absolute chaos on the first lap already. I drove the 88 back then. And you can see my ping is absolutely terrible as well. Yeah, this is me turning myself. I am an actual idiot for this. Now, no, yeah, this is on me. I just turned down into him. This is completely on me. Oh, and Rota was terrible as well. Like he, not that much has changed. Not that much has changed, but still. And then Rota just turned. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, this I want to just show you all. This is one of the worst pieces of driving I've ever seen. Why would you merge there? Why? Secondly, Dare has plenty of time to avoid that. These are really old clips, like damn. What else we also had was this one here. I nudge Rotor out the way. I just simply nudge him out the way. And then he just turns down straight into me. I mean, I'm sorry, but firstly, this is a clean move. I just nudge him a little bit. Bump and runs are so good in fullback cars. They're so good. I'm so happy that people are moving back to the next season. I am moving up, but he turns down hard. This is in season 1, by the way. He's just turned me. Like, I do not turn whatsoever. Back then, I was one of the cleanest drivers on the grid. I don't know what this was from Dare. You can see all of these. Like, I am one of the cleanest drivers in the world. I am one of the cleanest drivers in the game at this point. Like, apart from the occasional bump and run, I'm a very clean racer at this point. Oh yeah, and there was a caution that came out. Then Dare. I don't know anymore. And then I think this is a dump from Owly. This is me commentating, by the way. Ooh, ooh. He's out the race technically. He's stranded on the barrier. God, I hate listening to my own voice. I'm gonna mute that. I hate that. I hate my own voice. How did he get out of that? He's just dumped him here. Look at that. Just dumps. I'd be proud of that one, you know. I'd be proud of that. As I put in the title, I'd be proud of that dump. And then you can see here, if you want to know where the rest of the clips are, all over here. These are all the remaining clips. A lot of clips here. These are some this is when this was on the last lap of the season. It was between Shadow and Max. Max had to finish top 4. He would win the title. Now, I think it's debatable who's at fault here. The way I see it, Shadow turns up into Max, and then Max gets hooked. That was, and then Max went on to win the title, and Shadow had a massive, you know. All the other clips, by the way, that aren't regarding Onrl, I'm not going to do, simply for the fact that I could risk copyright, and me and copyright don't get on. Thanks, Amity Affliction. Let's have a look at this one. I said this was a Logano block, which is a term for a late block. Oh, is this where Hot Wheels dumped me? Oh, no, this is where Anthony dumped me. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, he blocked me here. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than, like, what am I supposed to do? And if this was now, I would have turned right. I would have dumped him. But back then I was a clean racer. I'm not anymore. I'm a very dirty driver these days. And I'm proud of it. Proud of it, man. You have many clips, yeah, because everyone started complaining about everything. What am I supposed to do in that situation, though? Yeah. He claims that wasn't his fault, Andrew, in the 3, but it was his fault. I do dump people. I started dumping people eventually. I have a lot of clips because everyone started blaming everyone. Hold up. So look at this. Rota actually driving well, maybe. This was back when we started using fourth gear. I love the thumbnail variety. I know. I've only got one thumbnail, Jaden. I can't be bothered to change it. The thumbnail is the whatever stream it was on. So wherever I took the clip from, that's what the thumbnail of it is. To this day, I do not understand how this was ruled a fair move. I still, to this day, don't get it. Because as much as we love our bump and runs, this is a bit much. It's sad because I was driving really well that race. Like, but he's hit Andrew way too hard there, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's hit him way too hard. Hold up. Oh yeah, let me watch the full thing. There we go. This let me get here so you know the context. Hold on, I cannot find it. Hold on. This was for. Oh, I remember what this was for. This was for when he hooked me into the wall a few races before. So I just slammed him into the wall. No, nothing huge. I just slammed him into the wall. Uh, Also good to see you here, Jaden. By the way, hope you're recovering well. By the way, I think you got injured from what I've seen. Hold up. Which one we got? Which one looks interesting? Whose fault is this? Let's have a look. I want everyone's opinion in here. Whose fault is this one? No, don't look at my car. Look at the guys ahead. I think it's just racing, personally. Yeah, I think this is just racing. I mean, to be honest, like, if you look at this, Rotor's in the 20 car, that's Rotor, that's Max, that's Owly. I don't think it's really anyone's fault. I think it is just, you know, 3 wide doesn't tend to work here. Um, Someone's asked, how is this my fault? Let's have a look. Quote, legit, how is this my fault? This is from Rotor's point of view. Is he talking? Oh yeah, we got the sound on, let's go. Yeah, that's Rotor. Apparently, according to Shadow, this was my fault. I'm in the 8 car, just to let you know. I don't see how this is my fault. I've got no room. Like, I could turn in, but, like, Anthony's turned in really, really early. Hello to the gamer boy. Welcome to the stream. And eventually he just turns. I don't know how on earth. Oh, wait, Anthony flipped. Hold on a second. Yo, Anthony flipped. Damn. I could have so easily won this race. And then for some reason the car just doesn't turn and I just make a mistake. That was on the last lap too. I'm actually so stupid for doing that. Because this could have been easily a race win. So easily could have been a race win. We also got this. Uh, Anthony, yeah. That's Rota, by the way. It was Anthony's fault. He just turns in really early. I'm actually surprised how much he turned in. Oh yeah, let's get a roast stock clip up. This is a roast stock clip. That me just deciding to hit somebody. Yeah. This one I'm not gonna have a look at this because frankly this is gonna get me copyright claimed. This is the first time I actually actively dumped somebody. This one. This is where I actively dumped someone. And this was because of previous incidents. He hadn't done anything to me. I was just doing it on behalf of everyone else at that point. Can't remember what, oh god. I don't, oh no, that's in a wrong tab. Hold on. There we go, that's better. Oh yeah, this is from Phoenix. Basically, Max had a massive tantrum over this move. I think that this is a legal move, personally. He just gives you a tap. That's it. And he does try to slow down. So, hold on. I need to get the full video because this race was chaos. This race was absolute chaos. Yeah, there's actual sound now for this one. Yeah, let's get back to here because this is the for those that haven't seen, this is the Bristol Dirt Race. I think this was the best race, one of my best ever races. Like, I mastered the track. The track was just stupidly designed. Me and Anthony. Anthony's in the zero car here. I don't know. I think this is TV. I'm trying to look at the thing. I actually have no idea who this is. That's BT in the 5. Rota's in the 48. Andrew's in the 3. I think the 19 might be Simba. I don't know. Kind of wasn't able to really do much there. Then for some reason Anthony decided to dump me for that. And I have a bit of a rant in the chat. Because the first one was a bit questionable, to be fair, because he hadn't really got anywhere to go. This one, it's just a dump. It's just a dump. He literally turns up. This is BT being stupid. Rarely he is stupid, but... And then Roblox kind of froze. This is what every ONRL race used to be like. Every single one was just organised chaos. So a bit later, I decide, you know what? I'm going to get some retaliation on Anthony here. Anthony does shove them up a little bit. But let's be honest, this is full pack racing. Anything's allowed. You see, I'm shoving him quite a lot. And I remember Dare saying, I think that might have been on purpose. Average row race. Yeah, this was back when we used fourth gear because there was no other game we decided to use. And to be fair, this was amazing. Like, it was so bad that it was good. And I remember Dare saying in the voice chat, that might have been on purpose, you know. And I simply say, I'll take that 1 out of 3. Frankly, I think even Anthony himself kind of admitted, yeah, I kind of did earn that. It was just chaos. It is absolute chaos. Hold on, let me get another clip. I also decided to dump Rota. Because why not? Oh, and Anthony had driven awful all race. So... And this is kind of where we had respect at, where, you know, Joey had a level of... This was his first race, I think. I think this was Joey's first race. Anthony had driven pretty awful the whole time. Where is it? Is it this one? This was me just driving into TV because I felt like it. That's what that was. That's what that one is. This might be the biggest crash in the league's history. I genuinely don't know. No, I'd say my crash is probably the biggest in history. That's pretty close though. This is pretty close. Like, I mean... They just said, let's part Rota. Rota's sandwiched. What is he supposed to do? Seriously. Also, I hope everyone's day is going well today. Just thought I'd say that. Charlotte was a chaotic race. Oh yeah, and this is when I dumped Anthony. Man turned into helicopter, exactly. There, Anthony just shoves me in there. I almost get wrecked. By the time he says sorry, I've already decided what I'm about to do. For context of why I'm in the 12, I'm subbing for Matthew. Just providing a bit of context. The 42, by the way, is Joker. Just thought I'd let you know that. Hold up. Nah, this one's boring. Phoenix was a terrible race, to be fair. Phoenix was a terrible race. I would say with Anthony that was, sorry, Andrew, that is a fair move. Who won? This is one of the closest finishes ever. I think this was the last lap. I still to this... Who actually won this? I genuinely don't know. Anthony got it. Anthony got it, man. I wasn't racing, I was spectating that race. Because I didn't feel like racing. Oh yeah, this was easily the biggest crash in the league's history. This is my definitely because this was the this was the All-Star race, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna race in my old. We're all gonna race in our old cars, and then that's just incredible. Oh my word, man! Like Onrl was wild, and of course I'm coming back next season. So what's this clip? Let's have a look at this one. Don't know why he just drove me up the track, Matt, but what clips are there? Oh yeah, this was the move. Basically, only 3 people decided to actually take part in this because this is the championship. Fucking. As well as that, let's progress. The car went into you went into an airplane. It's actually like, man, that was like one of the weirdest crashes I've ever had, and that was one. You know, we also decided to race in next generation cars for this one, and he decided Rota to wall ride, and I think he actually probably had a decent shot at the win here until Max blocked him. Max claimed his screen froze, and Rota got mad. As a result, Anthony was champion. Most of us chose not to race because we didn't want to impact them. Okay, let's have a look. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go on my videos. Hold up. Let's go. This is my YouTube Creator Studio, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know. This is what I see when I'm trying to review all my videos. I can see all of these. I don't have any podcast, but I hope to have a podcast in the future. Yeah, this was my first win. Did I have sound on? No, I'm an idiot. I forgot to turn sound on again. Lol. This was the first time we'd actually raced in the next gen cars. A little bit of a shove there. A lot of them were wall riding. And the draft is pretty broken. I don't, personally for me, I don't. Claim, Rota says I did not even touch you. Also, Rota, how is this not touching me? Personally, I think this is a gap that doesn't even exist. Like, he's half on the curb at this point. I think that this is very optimistic. And I had to accelerate to try and get out of it as well. Yeah, chaos. ONRL. Organized chaos, that is. But this is the race I kind of wanted to review. That was a wall ride in avoidance. I just decided, no, I'm getting out of here. I got told off for it, but frankly, like, I was trying to avoid a wreck. I wish we'd kept these cars, you know. I wish we had kept these cars, because these were great cars. I genuinely wish we kept these cars, man. I do not know how on earth he went that slow, but I just kind of hooked him. I thought he just brake checked me personally. At the time, I thought it was a brake check. Joey at this point was kind of hated at this point, you know. This is Gateway, by the way. IndyCar used this track. I got loose, so I had to try and save it, and that was a perfectly executed bumper. I don't, some, like, you know, this is a perfectly executed bump and run. This is very well executed. I don't know how I did this personally. I genuinely do not know how I managed to actually do this. Like, physically, I could not do this again. That's why I said I want to be back for select events. Because frankly, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Especially considering, like, I'm 18, so I'm going to have like a full-time job and everything soon. I'm probably going to have like do another year of college and then get a full-time job after that. Have a part-time job to do in between. It's kind of what I want. Gradually throughout the race, you know, I'm kind of good throughout. You always say frankly. Frankly is like, it means to be honest. Like, it's a word I like to use. It's one of those words I like to use. Like, unfortunate is a word I use a lot. Mate is a word I use a lot. It's just one of those words that gradually works for me. I'm sure you have words that you use a lot that I personally don't. I wanted the NASCAR Blitz game, for those that don't know. Yeah, somehow I hit the wall so bad that I hit the thing. I did my best merge I could have, but to be fair, merging's very difficult to do. Rota just complains all the time. Let's be fair here. And should we get to the ending part? Because the ending's amazing. Remember, I got a 1 out of 3 for that, and I was like, bro, I got hit. Like, I clearly get hit. And I am actually staying off the wall, to be fair to it. And I didn't even gain an advantage, so I don't understand that. I was thinking of, like, deliberately getting a bad start so that I wouldn't be involved in, like, all the wreck. And then comes the final. It was like an overtime restart. It was like 2 to go. 1 to go. Last turn. I decide I'm just going to absolutely send it into the corner. What you're about to see is basically me saying I'm probably not going to win, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Bam. And then, if you want to know what happens here, everybody sends it really hard. Joey in the 23 hooks me, and everyone else just goes into the barriers, just getting hooked after hooked after hooked. And I'm being hooked. I can't control what I do here, so they all just spin out. And then I realise, and I remember Joker immediately, because he didn't like Anthony, he immediately went, send him. I did it in a fair way. My intention wasn't to wreck him, but it was to do it in a fair way. To hit him very fair. I actually didn't realise how far back I was. I did not realise this, but damn, I am far back. To go for a move here would be near suicidal. But I went for it, and it worked. So, bang. And everyone was like, let's go. Everyone just went, let's go, because I was just like, I just went, how the hell did I win? I still don't know how I won that. Mainly because everyone else drove stupid. I drove stupid. But to be fair, I did it in a fair way. I wanted to know that I wasn't going to get a penalty for that, though. Because it's very hard bump. I'm not sure to this day whether it was actually a fair move. I think it's a fair move, personally. But that's just me. I needed to park here on Victory Lane Finally, boys, that is what happened. The victorious. And then I decided one win's not enough. I went for another one. I drove stupid better. Yes, that's exactly what it is. I don't know why Anthony actually apologised for this, because frankly I think it's fair racing. He forced me a little up, but like, it's fair. Also, later in the week, because I am now on Easter holidays, I have 2 weeks where I'm completely free. I've got some stuff I've got to do. I've got like some refereeing to do. I'm meeting my girlfriend soon. So I have got stuff to do, but I haven't got much to do. Was this the race where someone accidentally spawned in? Oh, that! No, 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 no. That was in Anthony's league. This is the ONRL. I'm only doing on ONRL races. Because to be honest, like, you know. That was amazing, though. That was incredible. And that's when I went, is this a red flag? And I spent the entire time. That was when I went then, and I just went and moved every single car. I think I should personally deserve a win for that alone, but the fact I then went on to win the race, because I won that race as well. Martinsville just seems to be a good track for me. I don't know why. I said before this, I won't win because I was close to the lead and I was like, no way. In hindsight, I don't think the move is on there for BT. Yeah, you won at Martinsville. Martinsville just seems to be a good track for us Europeans, doesn't it? Probably because of all the roundabouts and everything. But you can see, BT personally, I feel that personally, their move is never on there. Then chaos ensued. To be fair, this is Anthony's fault. He shoves him away. And Joker got a penalty. I was told Joker got a penalty, so I was like, okay, I only need to get second. And then I decided I might win this. And then I went. I was like, and this was the moment I realised, hang on, I'm gonna win this one. Bang. Victorious again. 2 in a row, by the way. I think I was the first person to win their first 2 races in a row. But the fact it took so long to get that first win, and then I got 2 in a row. How? Hello to... Oh, that's Andrew, by the way. Hey, mate. How are you? Oh, for God's sake, that's my watch. Shut up. Thank you. That's my refereeing watch that I have on my table with me. I haven't got my... all I have is like my headphones, my bag, and my watch. I always keep this watch out because it's actually quite useful. What's the time right now, actually? Hold up. Oh goodness me, this is like 2 hours off. Jeez. I need to set that. Yeah, I need to set this. Jeez. It's 2 hours out. I'm good. You do it. Living the dream, mate. Living the dream. In other words, I'm doing this because I'm bored and have nothing better to do. Easter holidays now, so no one. So I'm off for 2 weeks. I haven't got much I'm doing these days. Hopefully, I've got some refereeing I'll be doing soon. Obviously, is it the weekend? Hold on. It's on Friday. I'm going to see my local club, Hampton and Richmond Borough. They are, of course, my local club. Oh, it's only 1 hour till kickoff, isn't it? Yeah, I'll be off by 8 o'clock, by the way, just to let you know, because Spurs are playing, and I'm not missing that. I might want to miss it, but I'm not missing it. Exactly. I just went with this win, and I just went, I did it! And this time it wasn't a lucky win. Mickey win basically is a way of saying an undeserved win. This one was a deserved win, because I'd been good all day. And then I've got my horrific attempt at some donuts. Smashes melon I put because Ross Chastain had just done it at Martinsville. Because it was like a week after, I think, the Chastain incident happened. I don't know if you've seen the Chastain. I know Andrew has. I don't know about Lemon. If he's seen the Chastain incident. Just search up Ross Chastain Martinsville. You'll see what I mean. That is a, yeah. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to get off now because there's two things I want to do. Firstly, I want to prepare for the Spurs match. Secondly, I want to do watch my ref watch because there might be. I didn't. Was it last weekend? Yeah, it was last weekend. I watched most of the matches, to be fair, so I didn't miss much. Anyway, thanks for all that tuned in. I'm sorry if it's been quite energetic. Then when you wore it, yes, it was wet. Then that was incredible. They've banned that now, and rightly so, in my opinion. But anyway, I'll see you all in a bit. Maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow.